afternoon, good evening, friends of Wealthy with you. We trust you're keeping well. We trust everything is working out okay, despite the tough circumstances that we are going through economically. We are here, we celebrate life, we thank God for the gift of life and even for the gift of provision in terms of enabling us to be able to move forward one day at a time. So we also hope you're enjoying the content that we are sharing, and we thank you because of keeping us company. We thank you because of following us on Facebook. Thank you for following us on YouTube. Thank you even for following us on TikTok and all other our social platforms. So we just finished a series where we were looking at, or we were analyzing our money personalities and wanting to understand the way I relate with money. Is it what really determines the way I relate with money? And we hope you have enjoyed that series, all the way from the spender to the last money personality that we addressed, which is the uninvolved or the ostrich. We believe you have placed yourself somewhere, and so we continue to learn. And we want to start another series where we want to look at how do you fund your investments? How do you fund investments? We are champions, we are proponents of wealth creation, we are proponents of investments, and a lot of people have told me, especially during this time when times are really, really hard like this, how even if I wanted to start a business, even if I wanted to start a project, I have no money. How do I fund my investments? And so we want to start today to address one of the most powerful tools of harnessing our resources, a tool that is so commonly used in this nation, a tool that is so relevant to each one of us, and that tool is what we call in Kenya the chama. Today we want to address this subject of the chama and how it can help us to pool our resources so that we can fund our investments. So now, I believe all of us, one way or another, belong to some chama. There are people who belong to only one chama. There are others who belong to two. There are others who even belong to three. And chamas are formed for different functions. In fact, chama is one of the most prominent features of our Kenyan culture, where we all come together at one time or the other because there is something we want to do, or because you just found yourself, all your friends are in chamas, your relatives are in chamas, you find yourself there. But the question I want us to ask ourselves is, what really is your motive for joining a particular chama? It's been there since time immemorial, but what is your motive for joining a chama? If someone told you, come, let's form a chama today, or told you there's a chama where friends are joining or relatives are joining and they want to invite you, will you just go or will you analyze? What is the motive for joining a chama? Or even that chama of yours that you're in, you've been changaing money, probably you're just saving. What really is the motive of that chama? And I'd like to start by saying that the chama movement is one of the most powerful tools of harnessing resources for investment and even for economic empowerment in this nation. It is the chama movement that gave birth to the now official SACCO movement. In fact, we say the SACCO movement is just now the upgrade of a chama. It is now the registered. It's actually, the SACCO is the chama when it is registered. And so we want to say three things about the chama so that when you're called to join a chama, then you can sit and analyze, does it meet these three things? Number one is that chama is a tool of pooling resources. You bring your 1,000, I bring my 1,000, 10 of us come together. We can, on that sitting, raise 10,000. If I was going to save probably that amount of 10,000 on my own, it will take me much longer than it does if we come together. So the chama is a powerful way of pooling resources. That's the first thing. The second thing is that chama can be used to fast track your investments. For instance, if you wanted to buy a plot and that plot is costing maybe 500,000 shillings, you might find if you decide to save yourself your own resources until you get 500, you might not be able to purchase that plot. But if you came together, each person puts aside maybe 50,000, 50,000, 50,000, you are 10 of you, then it means in one sitting you can raise money to purchase that plot. So number 2, chama is a tool to pool resources for investments. And number 3 is our usual merry-go-round. You know, you want to upgrade your items in the house, you want to upgrade your house, you want to buy this item, and that is actually how the chama movement was born. Women coming together, putting their little resources together so that they can equip their houses. Maybe I don't have a TV, or I need to upgrade my house one way or the other. So we come together and we changa, what we call that merry-go-round. Our contributions for this month, they go to Lucy. Lucy uses that money to equip her house. The contributions for next month, they go to someone else. That someone else in the chama uses that money to buy whatever it is they wanted to buy. Initially, when women started coming together, it would actually be for purposes of buying utensils. Chama was born out of women coming together. They changa their contributions to help themselves equip their own houses. So we come together today, we contribute, 10 of us, whatever amount of money I get, there's an item specifically in the house I'll go and buy. Maybe it will be those big sufurias. I remember I used to see that with Akina, my parents. They would come together because they wanted to assist one another to buy those big sufurias that you use for cooking when you have visitors. So they would come together, they would changa the contribution for today, it goes to this person, you buy that item. Next month, the person who gets buys the same item. It has moved on like that until it has become the tool, that merry-go-round is the tool that women use to equip their houses. Name anything in the house, and if you go like into the villages, you will find almost every home has similar items, because when they do that merry-go-round, they have even negotiated with the supplier that when you get your contribution, this is where you will go and procure that thing. So merry-go-round is one of the biggest functions of chama. It has outlived our parents. Probably it will outlive us. It will continue surviving, because it is what helps us to do some of those things, to fast track some of those things that I would like to do for myself, and I find that saving for those things takes a long time. So we are saying the chama movement is a very powerful tool for 3 things. Number 1, it helps you to pool your resources. By the time I have saved 1,000, 1,000, 1,000, to make together 50,000, to make together 100,000, it will take me a longer time than if we came together 10 of us and each person came with 10,000 or with 1,000 and we are able to give it to one person. Number 2, it is a powerful tool to harness resources for investment. Number 3, it is a powerful tool for the merry-go-round. You know, making everybody merry as we go round. And probably I could add a 4th one. The chama makes for socialization. It's a place where we come together, we eat together, we share, we network. It's a good space for people who are like-minded to come together and socialize and network, offload those weights that we carry in our hearts as we achieve some economic objective. So that is chama for you, and that is what I wanted us to speak about on today's Wealth Wednesday, so that if you're not in a chama, I would like to invite you now to start considering, I would like to join a chama. But as you join, ask yourself, Why? Is it because I want to save? I want to pull my resources together because there's something I want to do? Is it because you want to pull your resources together for investment? Or is it because you're looking for company that you can come together in a merry-go-round sort of thing and be able to achieve things? So I hope you enjoyed our topic for today, and we look forward to meeting you next Wednesday. Continue following us on all our social media handles: Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram. Follow us and let's continue learning together. And if you're learning and it's helping you, share with your friends. Invite people also to follow us so that we continue learning together. So thank you so much. All the best and enjoy the rest of your day.